You ready? Okay. You ready, all? You ready, George? Okay. Good morning, everyone. It's good to be home back in Yonkers after spending a long time in Albany during the budget. I'm State Senator Shelley, Mayor. I'm so pleased to be joined here by the Majority Leader, Andrea Stewart-Cousins, Yonkers Mayor Mike Spano, Westchester County Executive George Latimer, Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins, and very important to us, Melissa O'Connor, President of the Retail Council of New York. And we're here today to talk about one of the many important issues that we targeted in the budget. We had many successes, and we're going to be rolling them out over the next few weeks. But this is one that I think is important to so many of our constituents, which is to deal with retail theft and the sense that too many people are brazen in taking things from our stores, not paying for them, and really thumbing their nose at both the law and the way that we have been taught to behave. We have really tried to crack down on these offenses with a number of changes dealing with retail theft, which I'll go through, as well as some changes in the law regarding illegal cannabis shops, which is another area in which municipalities need help and need additional resources to close these illegal shops. So in the area of retail theft, we did really four things. One, we enacted language to protect our retail workers by creating a new crime of assault against a retail worker. That is going to be a felony. Then we forwarded a proposal which I came up with after working with our police department here in Yonkers to allow prosecutors to aggregate or add together the value of petty larceny to get to the crime of grand larceny. Currently it's a $1,000 threshold, so if you take $700 one day and $300 the next day, you ought to be able to charge them with grand larceny. And my bill, which was included in the budget, does that. Third, we gave a new tax credit that will support small businesses who have to take on additional security costs to secure their stores. And we created a new crime, fostering the sale of stolen goods, which gives prosecutors an additional tool. The whole point of these things is to give police and prosecutors and our communities the tools they need to deal with the challenges of this moment. And finally, on the issue of illegal cannabis shops, which is very important to all of our communities, we gave municipal police departments the ability to padlock and shutter these stores. And that's something that I know the mayor cares about, the county cares about. And together, these changes that we made in the state budget after a lot of negotiation really strengthen the ability of police and prosecutors and our cities and counties to deal with some of the challenges of this moment. So I'm very pleased, and we could not have done this without the incredible leadership of the Majority Leader, who navigated negotiating this with the governor's office, with the assembly, with the advocates, and really coming up with a very good budget that addresses the things that people care about, ordinary New Yorkers care about, and this is one of them. So with that, I want to introduce my leader, our Yonkers friend, Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins.
Thank you so much, Senator Mayor, and I'm really, really happy to be here with you, with my colleagues in government, the county executive, the deputy county executive, the mayor of the city of Yonkers, as well as Ms. Melissa O'Connor from the Retail Association. But Senator Mayor, your work in terms of trying to find ways to address the needs of our small businesses and retailers were really invaluable during my conversations, discussions, and navigation through this process. When I think about the budget, we always talk about it being a statement of our values and the return of education funding to its prior levels and more, getting municipal governments more money, making sure we deal with our environment, making sure that we struck a housing plan that will, yes, protect tenants and affordability, but also make sure we pave the way for new housing. All of those things were really, really important in the budget, but also the quality of life things that happen right here on Main Street, whether it's retail theft, whether it's tamping down on the illegal cannabis shops. All of these things make home better when government officials work together to take care of the things that people care about. And so that's why finding something that made sense around retail theft, increasing the penalties, making sure, as you said, that if you're a repeat offender, first of all, you are, I will repeat, bail eligible in case people don't know, but by the reality of being able to have it charged at a higher level makes it even more onerous for people to think that they can come in and just steal. This is not who we are. This is not what we want to promote. So we had to find ways to crack down. And of course, people have to increase security. So we were making sure that there's a tax credit for retailers who increase the security. There are ways that government can work with businesses to support local businesses so we can continue to support communities. I'm so happy that in this budget, with your help, Senator Mayor, and our colleagues on both sides of the aisle, our senators, our assembly people, as well as the government, understood that during this budget season, we had to deal with the things people care about, including retail theft. So we're here, beautiful Central Avenue with stores behind us, inviting people to continue to shop, that we are with them, we're making it safer, and we'll continue to have a good holiday season.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And now, Mr. Mayor, if you want to say a few words, we'd love to have you here in our community.
Okay. Thank you, Senator Shelley, Mayor, and it's good to see all of you here today. You know, let me start off by saying thank you to Senate Majority Leader, to our Assembly and Senate delegation, especially Senator Shelley, Mayor. You know, we all know that when it comes to providing for a quality of life in a community, you look at Yonkers. You know, we are certainly the retail capital of Westchester. Most people think White Plains is, but they're really not. We are, and you know, in order to keep this community strong and vibrant and to create the jobs necessary, we have to be able to protect this retail community that we have. And we've had our challenges, and we meet those challenges because we put additional resources into this community, into policing, into doing the things that we ought to do, and to have the tools necessary provided to us in terms of funding or in laws. It's nice to know that we have a partner, especially like Shelley, Mayor, who is listening to the things that we're talking about and listening to the things we're complaining about and saying, you know what, how can we affect change? Smoke shops. We all know that the laws have changed in regards to smoke shops. You know, God, we have smoke shops all over this town, and, you know, we have really gone out of our way to close the illegal shops, especially those who are, you know, kind of making their product and making it, you know, attractive to kids. And we've had to go out of our way to really to do what we needed to do to close them down. Yonkers only has one license, and it hasn't opened yet. And so it's nice to see that New York State has given us some real teeth so that we can enforce those laws and keep those who want to do the wrong thing. I support cannabis and the sale of cannabis in our community, but I don't support those who illegally sell it in our community, because it's that licensing that protects our communities, especially our kids. And so thank you for changing those laws. Thank you for helping us with retail, and thank you for the additional funding in terms of education and municipal aid. All of this is going to help a struggling community, especially a struggling school districts, deal with the effects of what the economy has to offer us these days. So thank you. Nice to see everyone.
Thank you very much. And County Executive George Latimer, and then we'll hear from Melissa, and then Ken.
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be here along with Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins on behalf of the county government, and appreciative of Senator Mayor, Senate Leader Stewart-Cousins, and all of their colleagues in both the Senate and the Assembly that were able to strengthen the laws that we have to implement. Because it's the mayor of this city and the mayors and the supervisors of all of the towns and villages around Westchester County and Westchester County itself that now have to go out and implement the programs that are necessary to help secure these retail establishments. And as Mike pointed out, it is part of our quality of life, but it's also part of our economic base. Sales tax revenue is essential to running the county, the cities, the towns, and the villages. We, the county, share back more than any other county in this region of the state does, the sales tax revenue, so that the villages and the towns can keep their property taxes lower. And when we have the degree of retail theft that has happened, that takes those resources away. We all have to play by certain rules in the society, and those who don't play by those rules are really cheating everybody else, not just the businesses, but they're cheating their fellow citizens at the same time. If you go into one of these stores and you buy whatever the product is and somebody else takes it, then what they're doing is showing disrespect for you and for the society at large. So these additional tools are going to be very helpful for us. And I have to mention that the county government, while our police department is a secondary backup police department in a place like Yonkers, where they have an excellent public service entity, we do provide basic policing in Mount Kisco and in Cortland and in certain other settings that are important. So we really think that the work that the state legislature has done, the Assembly and the Senate, is exemplary. It's now our job to try to help take these laws and use them as part of the strategy to reduce the amount of retail theft that are going on. Our business owners expect us to be able to do that, and I think these are helpful tools in what we have to do ahead. And I thank you again, Senator, for the work you've done.
Thank you very much. And Melissa? Yes. Melissa O'Connor is Executive Director of the Retail Council of New York, representing retailers all over the state.
Thank you, Senator. On behalf of thousands of stores throughout New York, I want to thank the Majority Leader, Senator Mayer, and for everyone here today for listening to the public safety concerns of their constituents and local businesses here in Yonkers. Their leadership in collaboration with Governor Hochul has brought us to a point where we will finally have new laws to effectively address organized retail crime and habitual retail theft in communities across the state. The retail industry has advocated for meaningful solutions to promote store and community safety for quite some time. Senator Mayer, in particular, can attest to the fact that we've been working on it for a long time, and I'm proud to stand here today in support of the thoughtful approach taken by the legislature and the executive. As mentioned, this year's state budget includes a 5-point plan that will help prevent retail theft in stores that invest in New York, including establishment of the Joint Operation on Retail Theft and related funding for state and local police and district attorneys, legislation that will allow prosecutors to combine the value of stolen goods in certain shoplifting incidents, and importantly, legislation to increase penalties for the assault of retail workers, along with the creation of a commercial security tax credit for small businesses. This comprehensive plan sends a strong message to local retail stores and, most importantly, the employees who work so hard on a daily basis. New York's leaders acknowledge we had to work together to address this growing, complicated problem, and we're here to say collectively that organized retail crime syndicates and repeat offenders will be held accountable. It's very windy. Our work on store and community safety will not stop upon enactment of this year's state budget. We will continue to engage with all stakeholders, including lawmakers, state and local police, as well as prosecutors, to ensure a safe shopping environment for all New Yorkers. Thank you again for everyone here today for your collaboration on this important safety public issue, because it's a priority for us, and we appreciate their work on this.
Thank you, Melissa. Ken, would you like to say something? Okay, I just want to say that this is an opportunity to reinvigorate our retail environment. I, for one, complained already today that I spent too long in Albany without shopping. I am now happy to be home. I intend to go buy some new clothes and take advantage of not only what we have done, but really the revitalization of our retail economy post-COVID. So please go out, spend your money, spend it locally, contribute to our sales tax, and keep our retail stores going strong and our communities strong. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, my pleasure. Any questions? Yes.
The one about the illegal cannabis cells that used the police. So we were in Yorktown a couple of weeks ago where they had to sort of circumvent and have the building inspector shut it down.
Right.
There was the office of OCM never came to investigate. So this is exactly to prevent something like that. So now
Why don't you
the
explain
police
it
have
exactly?
that authority.
Yes, exactly. I mean, one of the problems was that the only the Office of Cannabis Management was able to actually do it. We also were able to work with tax and finance, but this legislation now allows local governments, local police forces to be able to padlock stores and shut these things down. So yes, this can start right now. This is happening. The governor signed the bills, the budget bills when we passed it. So I believe on Saturday. So this is effective now. Okay.
Thank you. Anything else? No, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yeah?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Good job, ladies.